We stand at a historic moment as the nations gather in New York reflecting on our shared future on this planet. The pact signed at the Summit of the Future yesterday recognizes our collective responsibility to break free from historical constraints and offer hope to the next generation. For Africa, the future is closely tied with our past. Our continent has often been at the forefront of global struggles, and the recent pandemic reminded us of our resilience. Yet, we must move beyond surviving crisis and take deliberate steps toward shaping our future. To do this, we must stop relying on external aid and the uncertain priorities of other regions when it comes to crucial issues such as healthcare. The health of our people, the vitality of our youth, and the very foundation of our societies depend on us. Africa can no longer depend on traditional multilateral resource mobilization systems, which have often failed to deliver. We must build our own financing models for key areas such as health, innovation, and food security. The global economic framework remains a relic of a bygone era, forcing some regions to continually restart from zero, sometimes from negative. Our generation's responsibility is to build free and to break free from this cycle and create a new path, one that gives us the agency to drive our own development, our own prosperity, and our own future. As the Africa Union champion for institutional reform, I am committed to asking the hard questions about how our continent can attract investment in social sectors like health. I am also dedicated to working with all of you to find the answers necessary for us to forge a new future. It is heartening to see partnerships emerge that promise to equip every African with an AI-powered digital health wallet, and each African country with the tools to attract the biopharma research and produce medicines, vaccines, and medical devices locally. Initiatives like PanaBIOS, PROPA, and Purpose Africa clinical research programs stand as a milestone in Africa's journey towards becoming a global innovation powerhouse. However, none of this can be sustained without rethinking how we fund these initiatives. Africa's rise depends on ensuring that our continent has access to capital that can build the healthcare infrastructure that we need. We have to be creative, we have to be innovative, and we have to work in collaboration. I want to recognize the efforts of Auden AIPAC in developing the program for investment and financing in Africa's health, commonly known as PIFA. Alongside AU agencies, AfroChampions, and Purpose Africa, PIFA is laying the groundwork for unlocking vast resources from the private sector. I commend the Africa Union's Auden AIPAC for laying the groundwork with a program for investment and financing in Africa's health sector. As this program advances, with the support of AfroChampions and Corporate Council for Africa and other partners, I assure you of my unwavering support, and I speak on behalf of many African heads of state. I believe my fellow African leaders share this commitment, and we will work together to unlock private sector resources to ensure that there is success in this space. Distinguished participants of Boma, I trust that this gathering will galvanize us to focus on these critical issues and the opportunities that lie ahead of us. And I want to confirm to you that we are reimagining an AU that is fit for purpose, to give the Africa Union the voice, the resources, to be able to effectively represent 1.4 billion people that live in our continent, to have an organization that is accountable. And it is the reason why we are rethinking the Pan-African Parliament to provide more oversight over the Africa Union Commission. And it is the reason why we want to roll out the African Court of Justice to ensure that we can work within the parameters of law, ensuring that there is greater synergy in the organs of the Africa Union as we position Africa, whether it is at the G20, whether it is at the United Nations, to be able to play our rightful place and effectively represent and speak for the 1.4 billion people that live in the African continent. There cannot be a better place to figure out health, education, and social services than in Africa, where the median age is 19 and a half. That is the place where education means everything. That is the place where health means a lot. And that is the reason why what Auden AIPAC is doing is phenomenal. And I want to tell you, Madam Director, you have our support as African Health Secretary. With that, ladies and gentlemen, I am honored to formally launch the Program for Investment and Financing in Africa's Health and wish all of us the very best.